Hi, welcome to week one. We're going to start with a story again. In 2013, a young NSA contractor walked out of one of the most surveilled buildings on Earth. He walked out with a USB flash drive full of classified documents. No firewall stopped him, no encryption helped. This was Edward Snowden. He was an insider, and the most sophisticated security apparatus in the world had no answer for him. So, welcome to the world of cybersecurity. This week, we're starting with the only questions that really matter. Who are we fighting, and what are we protecting? Now, you may think that security is about making systems safe. It is not. It is about managing risk. And what is risk? Well, risk is really the tension that builds up among three things. What could go wrong? How bad would it be if it did go wrong? And what it costs to prevent it going wrong. These three things are always in a complicated dance, and we need to understand that dance if we're going to get any place. We have a nice framework for thinking about all this. It's called the CIA triad. Not that CIA, but confidentiality, integrity, availability. Those are the three things we're trying to protect. And here's the awkward part of that. They're often in direct conflict with each other. And they're always, always, always in conflict with usability. The more secure you make a system, the harder it is to use, the less fun it is to use. The trade-off is going to haunt us for the entire course, and possibly for your entire working life. But the first question is, who are we defending against? Well, we have a spectrum of possibilities. At one end, you have teenagers in their parents' basement, just using downloaded tools. In the middle, you have insiders like Snowden and possibly organized crime. And at the far end, you have nation states with essentially unlimited budgets. The defenses that work against a teenager are completely useless against a nation state. Knowing where you sit on that spectrum is half the battle. Well, maybe not half, but it's certainly a step in the right direction. So that's where we start. What are we doing in the first week? We are first going to learn to think about security, threat models, attack trees, and importantly, the attacker mindset. So we're going to have to learn how to look at a system the way an attacker looks at a system. It's a skill, and we're going to develop that skill. And as well as that, we're going to build our first defense, a kind of encryption. We'll learn one operation really called XOR. XOR, some of you will know what it is already. One perfect cipher called the one-time pad, and one practical cipher called AES. By the end of the week, you'll be able to look at any system and ask, what are the assets? Who wants them? And how would I break in if I were them? Now, remember, this is the beginning of where we do our portfolio. Throughout this course, we're building something called the AtherGuard Vault, or rather you are. It's a whistleblower protection system, and you are the lead security architect. This week, you're going to build a threat model and choose your first cipher. By the end of this week, you'll know enough to have a strong opinion about how to keep a secret. So, get ready for week one. Start with lesson 1.1. Do read or at least have a good look at Anderson chapter 1, and let's begin.